From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken short. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. 54.
Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
How about that, taking a deep shot on the first play of the game, obviously wanting to set a tone by pushing the ball downfield, just came up incomplete.
And the play clock about to expire. Andy Reid notices it and takes a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Second and 10 from the 33-yard line.
What we got? Wide, get wide.
Now the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
Now here's Mahomes, flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. They do go for it. It's Mahomes, eluding the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and the Niners take over in terrific field position.
Here we go. Black 80!
It's a party now. It's a party now.
Black!
Bang, 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 bang.
And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. Touchdown, 49ers. Emmanuel Sanders, 37 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken very short. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. And that often runs you into a penalty.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Let's go. Let's go.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. It's caught at the 10. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 70 yards. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. That's a tough combination to defend. You know Patrick Mahomes has the big arm, and he's got the elusiveness and the speed. So even though you force him from the pocket, he's still dangerous.
Bad idea, in my opinion, to force him from the pocket. Do everything possible to hem him in and make him make the throws from right there in the center of it. And look, we know he's got the big arm. You just noted that. But when he gets outside, it puts so much stress on your defense trying to locate where receivers are, make sure you're covering them, and he can throw the ball the length of the field. So you just tell a receiver, just keep going. He'll find him, and he did there.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken in. Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Ooh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points.
Yellow.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. On second down, it's McCoy. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with McCoy. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball, pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
You better be afraid of me.
The Sanders has got it complete. And now look at him go. Past the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Emmanuel Sanders with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
This will be taken short. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
16, 49ers 15.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Dancing to his left. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Strip that ball.
Mahomes going to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He lets this one fly toward the back. And it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at the 20.
Hey, gun.
56. Mike, 56.
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They'll pick up another first down with that run.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 35-yard line.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Here we go.
Block.
Watch the whip.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. He's got the first down and more past midfield. There he goes left side. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Matt Breida, 65 yards. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front.
Here we go.
And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
21.
Show it.
65.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And he will find the end zone here, and the lead moves up to 7. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. And sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense, that's 2 points for them. But he identified an open target and put it right on him.
This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Flush to his right, and it's complete to Kelsey. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. First catch on that one for Kelsey, and it's a first down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he's able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. Buying time to his left. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 23 yards on the tuck and run. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes steps away to his left. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelsey there to make the grab, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Here we go, here we
The
go.
49er offense set to get this drive underway. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Check 9, check 9. 21.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Garoppolo, the first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Here we go.
There's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Garoppolo in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game.
Check three.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. 3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo as his guys are able to regain the lead. Now Gold for the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes the score Niners 30, Chiefs 23.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you to our EA studios in Orlando. Here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second.